So my name is Joseph Kosper. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Ridescout. So Ridescout's a mobile app for your phone that shows you all the ground transportation options in one place. We like to say we're the kayak of ground transportation. The same way that you go on a website to find an airline ticket and you see all the different airlines and the days and the cost of a flight, we do the same thing, but we do it for ground transportation to show you all the public transit options, the private ride share, the taxi, limo, shuttle, and car-to-go and bicycle share, as well as the social rides that are out there between friends already going to a place that you happen to be going. But I like to say that Ridescout has actually been invented by almost everybody, and it probably happens 10,000 times a night in bars, restaurants, and baseball games across the country where people get somewhere and they say, for whatever reason, I really wish I didn't have to drive home, or I'm going to stay late. What are my options? Only difference between our team at Ridescout and everybody else is we've just had the either the naivety or the perseverance to stay through it long enough to actually build the app. So what it can do right now is bring together all your public transportation options, your private, and your social rides. So what it shows you is the mode of transportation. So it shows you icons for taxi or car-to-go or bicycle share, and it even shows you how much time and cost it would take you to walk there or to bike there. We show the cost for walking and biking as calories. So that's the first thing it shows you is the mode. The next thing it tells you is the cost. We estimate the fare based on whether or not it's a bicycle share or a taxi. Some things are hard to calculate, like public transit in different cities. So we just tell you its local rates, and we show you the departure time of when you should leave to catch that mode of transportation. And perhaps most importantly, we show you the estimated arrival time. So you can compare, and then you can sort it by time or you can sort it by cost. And that's what we mean by it's like a travel aggregator for airline tickets, because you get to see and shop in one place.
So what inspired the idea behind Ridescout originally?
Well, it's just a matter of figuring out that the original inspiration was we can do better as a society. We have existing infrastructure all over the place. 76% of all the cars on the road only have one person in them, so that means there's a lot of empty seats. And since there's 234 million cars, trucks, buses in the US, that's over 1 billion seats that sit empty, because there's only 330 million Americans. We're only on the road for about an hour, so if you figure it all out, we're at about 2% occupancy rate. You were an airline, you would never take off with 2 of the seats filled out of 100. So one of the inspirations was to help people, help the planet, and oh, by the way, if we can reduce drunk driving just by not having people have their cars because they get to and from somewhere without their car, we think that's a win-win for all involved. We're unique because we're the only mobile platform in the US that combines all the public transit options, all the private options like taxi, shuttle, car-to-go, etc., with all the social rides, the ability to find and see your friends. Public, private, social, one app, for free in the iPhone store and in the Android Google Play Store. That's what makes us unique, is that nobody else is doing it.
If you could describe your company in 5 adjectives, which adjectives would they be?
Adjectives. Real-time, dynamic, sustainable, options, and fun.
Do you have a city planned for after DC, or is it just
Absolutely.
Austin, DC right now?
So as a part of our roadmap, we intend to go into those cities that combine 3 things. One is obviously a large population of millennials and business travelers that are in need of rides and options. Second is a city that has a lot of different ride options available, from public transit, private transit, and social ride. And the third is areas where there are large organizations or government municipalities that are warm to the idea of bringing us in to help. So that's cities like Seattle, San Diego, Boston.
What do you wish you had known before you got into the startup community?
I wish I had known how hard it is to start a business. People get to where they are because they build teams, they find great people, they solve hard problems, and then over time, things start to fall in place, and then you may discover them and think they were overnight, but there's nothing overnight about entrepreneurship. So it's been hard. I wish I had known it was this hard, but it's been so much fun and so rewarding that I wouldn't have had it any other way. I just wish I had known how hard it was. Just imagine a day where, like when we meet for this interview, or you might meet friends for dinner tonight, that all you need to do is put it on your calendar, and the second you put it on your calendar on your phone, Ridescout has already done all the math and calculated the best time to leave, the best mode to travel in, the amount of money that you'll need. Ideally, it already pays for it in advance, calls it and reserves it so it's ready, so that you are no longer behind the wheel stuck in traffic. You are quite literally out there living your life, unencumbered by transportation, and it's seamless from door to door. That's where we're going with Ridescout, and we're on our way.